is what I want to do now is just do a 30-second wrap up, please. And we can start with
I appreciate
We'll wait till everybody's finished. She just got here. She thought it started that too. So she'll make her statement at the end. Just take a seat, Kelly.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I want to thank JPJones for this forum, but believe me, this building is come a long way since it's been here. I would just like to encourage everybody to get out and vote. Don't be a dope. If you want to really see some changes, and you go to that ballot box and vote your conscience, and you want to take a different journey in city politics, and you want somebody to fire some city attorney, it's long overdue. You vote for Frank Turney for city mayor. Thank you.
I want to thank you once again for having another forum, and it's always nice to talk to people and hear the different issues around town. I'm Don Seeliger, and of course on the 2nd of October I would appreciate your vote. I've lived my whole life in this town, and it's kind of a tradition in my family to be involved in the community, and I've seen the growth from small to where we are right now, and the problems we've incurred. There's nothing that can't be overcome, and our city's on really basically a good track. So remember, on October 2nd, do vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks again for this forum. I certainly would appreciate you consider me when you go vote on October 2nd. I will be a mayor for the entire city of Fairbanks, not just downtown Fairbanks. I recognize that Fairbanks heads all the way over to Van Horn Road, this area of town, Hamilton Acre, where I live. So I certainly will be a very active mayor in the whole entire city. So again, I appreciate your time and look forward to working.
I think we covered a few of the issues today in our community. As a community, and we are a community, and we saw some divisive times here this past fall. It is important to remember we all are part of this community. Socioeconomics, cultural differences. The key is dialogue. I too have been in this city for a long time. I've lived in different sections of this whole city too. And I love where I live. I love the people that are here, knocking on the doors. I'm seeing a lot of change, a lot of change. In order to keep it in check and make sure we're heading the right direction, we need the dialogue. And I would encourage everyone to get out and vote. Second, the big seven, second on the ballot. Thank you.
All right. Well, I do want to encourage you to get out and vote on October 2nd. It's very important. Tell your neighbors to vote. Be serious about it. One of the things, getting back to this question just briefly, I would really push for the development of this gymnasium on this building. I would hold the feet to the fire of the governor and make that happen. Again, get out and vote. Don't miss the chance to be part of your community. That's how you do it, vote.
Thank you again for having us. I mentioned the big difference between me and my opponent seems to be sales tax, but another big difference is experience. And I don't think the one issue candidate serves the community best. When I was on city council and I was in government, those issues range from A to Z. You can start with alcohol-related problems and go to bar licensing and go to chauffeur licensing and all the way down to zoning. There are many, many issues. They affect our community in many different ways. I've got the open-mindedness, the willingness to listen to all sides of the issues, and the experience to address those many issues that come before you. So I appreciate your support, and please vote. Thank you.
Well, I'm planning to oppose to go into the city. The main issue is justice and equality for all, and it means equality in paying the bills. And to go against the minority because of the power of the majority of the women is just a crime against our fundamentals vested in the Constitution. As I mentioned before, in Proposition A, hardly anybody talks about it. This is going to be a worse discrimination against the homeowners and the renters because they're going to pay more comparatively than they are paying right now on double taxation, because the ceiling is 5.9 million. It has to be changed. This proposition has to be watered down, and it has to come back before the voters again with a mill rate that equalizes the exemption, and the exemption has to be, if it's fair, about $200,000 for the homeowner and $50,000 for each apartment. And then there's an equal adjustment. And the people that need the money most, those are the people that raise a family, they would have about $1,500 to $2,000, maybe more, on a so-called tax saving. But it's not really saving. It's money that is stolen from them by the establishment. The rich landowners, they will benefit from this. Not only that, because artificially the land is at a lower assessment and it becomes a very good so-called investment to hang on to the land, and by inflation you will ultimately realize and at the expense of the consumer. Thank you.
Again, my name is Wayne Swanson, and I'm running for Borough Assembly Seat C. And the reason I'm running is I am the voice. When I'm a Borough Assemblyman, I will be the voice for those who are working hard and trying to make ends meet, struggling, who own a home, work every day. And the reason I mean this is, for example, I'm going to bring out something that I'm sure you've heard in everybody's advertisement running for Borough Assembly C about how they're going to be able to reduce the homeowner's tax with this tax exemption. Well, let me just go ahead and be clear about this tax exemption they're talking about. By Alaska state statute, that tax exemption is only at $20,000. It is not law to be anything more than that because it is capped. It is simply a bill that is going to be voted on by the state legislation, which is not in control of the borough, at the next legislative down in Juneau, the session. So it's not even law yet to even have a $50,000 tax exemption. For them to promise it to you, I believe, is more political speak. The thing is anybody who owns a home or is a property owner, going from $20,000 to $50,000 tax exemption is only a $30,000 increase on your tax exemption. If you own a home or a couple homes, the inflation of assessment on your property, has it only been $30,000? It's been a lot more, hasn't it? So if you really look at it, what type of reduction in your taxes are they really promising you? Like I said, I'm a voice for the people, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's true. Vote Wayne Swanson. Thank you.
I want to thank you guys very much for coming to our event here and listening to us. It's been one of the bigger crowds that we've had, and it's kind of really interesting to see the people come and talk to us. If you want somebody that's progressive, innovative, and that's willing to listen, take all of their life experiences and make decisions for our community, and vote